All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the February 28th, 2023 council meeting. Will the municipal clerk please read the statement of compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act?
In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, adequate notice of this meeting given the time, date, and information for access in this public meeting was advertised in the Record and the Herald newspapers on February 12th, 2023, was posted on the bulletin board located on the first floor of the municipal building, was filed in the office of the municipal clerk, and was posted on the borough's website.
Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Here.
Councilmember Rottenstreich?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Here.
Mayor Peluso?
Here.
And Mayor also in attendance is Borough Manager Van Groningen, Borough Attorney Verone, Municipal Clerk Magarelli, and CFO Palermo.
Right. Will everyone please rise for the flag salute? Hendricks, you want to lead us? Get started. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job, thanks. Okay, we have a few presentations this evening. Before we go down to present, I just want to give a little background history. This month is the National Women's History Alliance designates a yearly theme for Women's History Month. The 2023 theme is celebrating women who tell our stories. This theme recognizes women past and present who have been active in all forms of media and storytelling, including print, radio, TV, stage, screen, blogs, podcasts, news, and social media. And I'm really excited that we have two exceptional women here from Fair Lawn today. The first, Lindy Washburn, the healthcare reporter for NorthJersey.com, The Record, and the USA Today Network New Jersey, recently retired after 30 years of covering healthcare in New Jersey. Since early 2020, her focus has been on all aspects of the COVID-19 pandemic, including being contacted by a whistleblower who urged her to report on the over 90 deaths at the Paramus Veterans Home due to COVID. She has received many awards for her work, including honors from the Association of Healthcare Journalists, Deadline Club, Society for Professional Journalists, Silurians, and IRE, and was twice named Journalist of the Year by the New Jersey Press Association. And our second honoree is Donna Vivino, who grew up in Fair Lawn and is an alumni of Fair Lawn High School, is an American musical theater actress and singer who played Grisabella in Cats on the 2020 national tour. She is well known for playing Elphaba in the Broadway production of Wicked and as the original young Cassette in Les Mis on Broadway. She also appeared in Hairspray and Saturday Night Fever on Broadway and many off-Broadway productions as well. Would the council please join me below with our two honorees? So I just want to read the proclamations for both. Whereas American women of every race, class, and ethnic background have made historic contributions to the growth and strength of our nation in countless recorded and unrecorded ways. And whereas American women have been leaders not only in securing their own rights of suffrage and equal opportunity, but also in the abolitionist movement, the emancipation movement, the industrial labor movement, the civil rights movement, and other movements, especially the peace movement, which create a more fair and just society for all. And whereas American women have played and continue to play a critical economic, cultural, and social role in every sphere of the life of the nation by constituting a significant portion of the labor force working inside and outside of the home, and by providing the majority of the volunteer labor force of the nation. And whereas American women have served as early leaders in the forefront of every major progressive social change movement, women were particularly important in the establishment of early charitable, philanthropic, and cultural institutions in our nation. And whereas American women have served our country courageously in the military, and now therefore the Borough Council and I, Kurt Peluso, as Mayor of the Borough of Fair Lawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim March 2023 Women's History Month under the National Women's History Alliance 2023 theme, celebrating women who tell our stories. This theme recognizes women past and present who have been active in all forms of media and storytelling, including print, radio, TV, stage, screen, blogs, podcasts, news, and social media. Congratulations to you both.
Yeah. Just hold this like right there. Beautiful. Okay, great. All right, 1, 2, and 3. And safety, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Very, very.
That's great.
Okay. We have one more proclamation this evening for Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. Whereas multiple sclerosis, or MS, is an unpredictable, often disabling disease of the central nervous system. In MS, the immune system attacks the protective health that covers nerve fibers and causes communication problems between your brain and the rest of your body. Eventually, the disease can cause permanent damage or deterioration of the nerves. And whereas the cause of MS is unknown, it is not clear why MS develops in some people and not others. A combination of genetics and environmental factors appears to be responsible. And whereas most people with MS are diagnosed between the ages of 20 and 50, with at least 2 to 3 times more women than men being diagnosed with the disease, it is estimated that 400,000 people in the United States and 2.3 million people worldwide have been diagnosed with MS. And whereas although most individuals with MS have a normal or near normal life expectancy, many individuals with MS require mobility aids because of fatigue, weakness, or balance problems, or to assist with conserving energy. And whereas MS Awareness Month is an effort to raise the public's awareness of MS, promote an understanding of the scope of the disease, and assist those with MS in making decisions about their health care. And now, therefore, the Borough Council and I, Kurt Peluso, Mayor of the Borough of Fair Lawn, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby proclaim March 2023 Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month within Fair Lawn to recognize the importance of understanding MS and supporting and encourage research to develop effective therapies and find a cure. Thank you. Now we'll turn to our Main Street Minute. Good evening, Ryan.
Good evening. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got this to a minute now.
There we go.
So first things first, starting tomorrow, our contract begins with Derrick Commercial Services. They will be coming to change the planters, and their sanitation contract will begin as well. They're taking all the dead plants out of the planters, laying some topsoil, and putting the centerpiece in. Later in the month, when it's warmer, they will put the daisies or pansies around it. The banners have been replaced since the last time I was here, so we no longer have the holiday banners, we have the normal ones. Taste of Our Town was a massive success, so Fair Lawn Main Street Inc. sponsored the event. In addition to providing monetary support, we provided marketing and programmatic support. According to Tony DeLisi, this is the most successful Taste of Our Town yet, boasting over 135 attendees. Our relationship with the New Jersey Business Action Center continues to grow. Recently, they provided us information about the NJEDA's Business Improvement Grant, which has a lot of money left over, so we have been marketing that to the business community. We are very happy to report that I was pulled aside at Taste of Our Town by one of the businesses who told me that they got the grant, so I was ecstatic. We will continue to spread awareness about that grant. We were also taking the first steps with the New Jersey Film Commission to get Fair Lawn certified as a film readiness town to hopefully attract more films being done in Fair Lawn. The certificates of dissolution for the River Road and Broadway Improvement Corporations have been filed, and the board members who were previously on there are now members of Fair Lawn Main Street Inc., a part of our new District Beautification Committee. And finally, the Main Street America Inclusive Backing Grant Program is back, so I'll be promoting more grants for small businesses through our Main Street designation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Oh, good work.
All right. Good evening, Councilmember Reinitz.
Good evening, Mayor. I just want to start by wishing Sergeant Metzler well in retirement. I was just asking Nick how long it's been since a Metzler worked for the Borough of Fair Lawn. Didn't work for the Borough of Fair Lawn. I figure it's probably 30-ish years. So just wanted to wish Brian well. He's done a great job representing the borough as our public information officer and leading the community policing unit, which is one of our strongest units in the department and most important. So wanted to wish Brian well, and he'll be difficult to replace. Also wanted to thank our everyone involved in the snow clearance today, last night, and this morning. They haven't had much practice this year, but they did a great job. Our OEM, our manager's office, our DPW, especially for all their help and their hard work. I think it's notable when all the towns surrounding us have to cancel school and we don't, because of the great job that not only our DPW people do, but the Board of Ed workers, to make sure that there's no hazards in the areas of the schools. So thank you to everyone, despite me again having to go to 3 different schools between 9:30 and 10, which was fun. Lastly, I just wanted to make everyone aware that there's a event for Mary Ann Calora. I believe it's in mid-April, the 20th anniversary fundraiser for the scholarship at the Fairlawn Athletic Club. There's information on the police website as well as the PBA website and the borough's website. It's a worthy cause, and just ask everyone to support it. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, thank you. You may get the DPW in trouble with some students who want a day off today, so be careful. Good evening, Councilmember Ronstreich.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to echo Councilmember Reinitz's comments and wish congratulations to Brian Metzler. He will be missed. He was a kind presence, and I think we all appreciated how much he kept us informed of everything that was going on here in Fairlawn. Also want to thank our DPW for the great job that they did. Ryan, great taste of our town last night. Thank you, Main Street, for sponsoring it and working so seamlessly with the chamber to publicize it. I think that it's a great sign that we're all working together and that there was such a great attendance last night. There was also it's hard to describe the feeling that was in the room. Christina, you were there. It was just really like there was warmth, there was excitement. It really was a great coming together of the town and seeing like some restaurants that are just mainstays like Chicken Galore and the Dutch House and a Family Affair. And it was great to see Green Dragon there after, having an SUV run through their window, but they're back up and running with delivery and takeout, and half of the restaurant is ready to receive guests. So it was great to see them there, and to see some great new restaurants like K Chicken and D&N Deli on River Road and J Gourmet. We're just every week it seems like there's a new business, a new restaurant opening up in Fairlawn. So it's terrific to see, and thanks to the House Cafe for bringing coffee and dessert. It was great. I just want to mention the next meeting of the Fairlawn Main Street is March 8th at 7 o'clock across the hall, but I have a feeling we're going to need a bigger room because the last meeting, it was packed. I mean, people are really excited about being part of the Main Street, and we stood up a number of committees like Design Committee, Historic Committee, the Beautification Committee, which we're welcoming our new member, Joe Oswald, the owner of Coattails, to that committee, who's also joined. We just have great things going on there. This Sunday from 1 to 3, the Garrettson Farm and Forge will be having the grand opening of their seed library. So anyone who wants free organic seeds, please come down, please visit the Garrettson, and please start planting organic. And I had mentioned at the work session, but I just wanted to mention again at the meeting what a successful Native Blooms event we had on February 12th. We had 60 people come out and just learn about how to plant native plants, how to get them started. So we have a lot of homes in Fairlawn that are going to have native gardens come this spring. At the end of April, on April 30th, the Shade Tree Committee will be hosting a event around our champion oak trees in Burdam Park. We'll also be planting acorns because, as we know, from mighty oaks, little acorns grow. And the last thing I just wanted to touch on about Women's History Month and women who tell our stories, and I want to thank you for the amazing stories that you've told about what's going on in our healthcare system, and thank you for, the shows and the entertainment and just amazing work that you've done. But I can't sit here and not note that women's history is the teaching of women's history, the teaching of racial history is under attack in our country, and that there's a state that has a bill to outlaw gender studies, which is really, it's women's history, it's racial history. And for my first year in college, I spent in an interdisciplinary program of social history, studying it through the lens of gender and race. And I cannot believe that there is a state that wants to outlaw what I learned 40 years ago. I mean, and calling it being anti-woke. I mean, I'm not young. This was a long time ago. I mean, we've been studying these. These are not new courses. This is not something new. And this is not something that we should be outlawing. It's something that we should be studying and learning from women's history and, African American history. And I'm just kind of beyond shock at what is going on. But, here in Fairlawn, this is what we're honoring. And if you go to the library, you'll see that there's a display of great books in Women's History Month. I just took out this book in praise of difficult women because it's what I've always strived to be. So, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember. Good evening, Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Good evening. Thank you. I want to echo the congratulations to Officer Metzler and to wish him my best. We certainly will miss him. And a big thank you to our DPW. I did have two very upset children that it was not, that it was only a delayed opening, and I was an upset educator that it was also only a delayed opening, but the roads were safe and clear, and I am thankful for that. I also want to congratulate and thank Lindy and Donna for being here tonight, but most importantly for showing young women all that they can be. So thank you for your work and for being here tonight. Ryan, Taste of Our Town, fantastic event. It is now the event where I can get I can get my friends to actually come. I try to get them to come to all of the events that I go to, but I can't quite wrangle them in for all of them. But this is the one where they're like, yeah, why wouldn't people come to this? It had almost every eatery in town. They offered not just little samples. I mean, I think I got an entire plate of Indian food, like a full meal. I had to then put it down and go back to be able to get anything else. But it was fantastic and just a wonderful way to showcase what Fairlawn has to offer. I also want to give a special thanks to the Arts Council, who put together a little mini gallery for people to look at while they were kind of schmoozing and eating, and to Fairlawn for All Ages, who provided some youth volunteers who were there helping to clear the tables and bring people silverware and plates and napkins, and that was really wonderful. And on that, I want to congratulate Fairlawn for All Ages. They were just recognized at Memorial Middle School's Points of Light Pillars of Character ceremony for all the work that they do to build awareness and strong relationships between our older adults and our students. So really excited about that. Just a few upcoming events that I wanted to remind everybody about. The Community Relations Committee Advisory Committee is hosting their third community read. Again, it's the book How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith. Even if you haven't read the book, you're welcome to join the discussions. The first one was yesterday. The next one is Thursday, March 2nd at 7:30, and that one's being hosted by the Glen Rock Library. Mondays was hosted by the Fairlawn Library. And then there's kind of a culminating event, and all of these are on Zoom, on Tuesday, March 7th at 7 o'clock. And that will be a panel discussion which will include Dr. Baptiste Bosco, who is the one of the vice principals at Fairlawn High School, community member Rabbi Ron Roth, who is also a member of the Community Relations Committee, and Neil Garfinkel, who is a history teacher in New York City, and also a member of the Community Relations Committee. So that's March 7th at 7 o'clock. And again, both of those are on Zoom. You can get more information on the Community Relations Facebook page, or you can always email me. Also, we're having our second annual Holy event, which will be on Sunday, March 19th at the Memorial Pool parking lot.
Coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. It doesn't feel like that because there's snow outside, but it is, in fact, the celebration of the spring, March 19th at Memorial Pool. If you were there last year, it is just a ton of fun. There'll be color, there'll be music and dancing, there'll be food vendors. There's a whole museum where you can kind of walk through and learn about Holi and learn about other aspects of Indian culture. It's really going to be a fantastic event. So whether you were there or not last year, I encourage everybody to come out, to wear something that you are okay getting covered in color, and come hungry because there's going to be some good food. And last, I just want to wish all that celebrate a very happy Purim, and personal to me, a happy belated 10th birthday to my son Cole, and a happy almost 40th birthday to my husband Stephen, which is tomorrow. He said tonight is the last time he can tell people that that I am a whole decade older than him, which he has been telling everybody, and now he's caught up. He got 6 weeks of that, so that's all I have for tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Happy birthday to everyone. All right. Good evening, Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Good evening, Mayor. I want to echo the comments congratulating Sergeant Metzler on his retirement. For the 3 years that I have been on the council, he's been a friendly face and someone who's always very easy to talk to, always at the coffee with a cop, and very involved with our community policing program. So I wish him the best in his retirement. Speaking of the community policing program, earlier this month, I was able to attend the lead graduation at TJ Middle School. Those are always really fun events to go to. I always see lots of kids that I know in the community, and even the kids that I don't know, just to see how excited they are for it. Officer O'Brien and Officer Graziano are clearly doing a fantastic job with those kids because they are so excited when they come up to the microphone to talk to them. And so that was a really fun event, and I was very happy that I was able to attend that. The Arts Council has a 6x6 art project that they've been collecting pieces of art on 6x6 little canvases. And that's actually going up tonight at Cozy Cafe, and will be on display over there. So if you're in the area and stop by Cozy Cafe, be sure to check out all the artwork that was submitted by all the residents around Fairlawn. And if you're upset that you didn't get to participate in that, they're running another 6x6 art project in connection with Community Relations Committee recognizing Holi. And they are accepting submissions for that at room 109 up through March 10th of this year. So if you would like to do that, please get your submission in. There's pictures also. If you're on Facebook, definitely check out the Fairlawn Arts Council's Facebook page. They're always posting, and for this project in particular, tons of pictures of the different art that was submitted. A lot of great artwork there. So hopefully you get to check it out in person. But if you don't, definitely check out the Facebook page. They do tons of events all throughout the year. They're always looking for community input and submissions and involvement. So I would definitely check that out. And because it's that time of year, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to some of my wrestlers. We have one Fairlawn High School wrestler who's wrestling in states, So good luck, Natan Serlin. Would love to see another name added to the board in that wrestling room for state medalists. And our junior wrestling program had a really great season, second in the league again this year. And we had 9 region medalists at our league's individual tournament. So a great year. I love seeing all the kids come out and really, I love being able to impart a sense of community on, we now had 120 kids this year, but try to impart a sense of community on them through the sport. I know in some other towns where the programs aren't as developed, the kids don't, stick around. Maybe they stop wrestling with their local program, but all of our kids, regardless of skill level, come together, work together, and it's just one way that I like to teach kids about being involved with your community and getting to know the people around you. And hopefully that's something that will carry with them when they go on to do other things in life. And that's all I have for tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Try not to be too repetitive, but just before the council meeting, Gail was showing off her books, and I was showing off my my virtual library card. So if you don't have one already, there's a fantastic app where you can get library cards. I'm one who's prone to forgetting my library card, so it's great to have on my phone now. And we also have a great program, if you're not aware, with Buckles. So there was a book that wasn't available in Fairlawn, so we rented it from Bergenfield, and within 2 days it was there. So it's a great service. So I encourage everyone, if you haven't, visit our library. A lot of cool stuff going on over there. I want to thank Councilmember Ryan Strike and everyone from the Garden Committee and the Green Team for putting together the native garden. I got mine all set for this spring. Hopefully it comes sooner rather than later with this snow. I was over at the community center this month to celebrate Black History Month. It was a great celebration. It was the first that they've had, and they're looking to make it even bigger next year. It was a great event with a lot of poetry reading, a lot of books available for people to learn and read from. And if you haven't seen our Fairlawn High School step team yet, they're amazing. I was lucky enough for them to perform at a lot of basketball games, so I saw them perform, and I definitely encourage anyone to come check them out. I want to congratulate one of our newest businesses in Fairlawn, DNN Deli. I know it was mentioned that they were at Taste of Our Town. Phenomenal empanadas, and I love empanadas. Peruvian empanadas are some of the biggest I've had, so go over, check them out as well. It's been amazing just welcoming so many new business here in Fairlawn, and I've had a number of businesses from other communities try to get in here, but we're kind of limited with space, which is a good problem to have. So we're really excited to see all these new businesses come into town. I want to echo everyone's statements for our DPW crew. Another phenomenal job. I can't thank them enough. And also to the garbage crew. Today was garbage pickup for me, and they were about 20 minutes delayed and came through. So I want to thank everyone for working through this weather and getting everything taken care of. I also want to say I hope everyone had fun over at the Millens Hills today. I was over there a little bit before the council meeting. Most of the snow was gone, but we got a few good rides. And it was great to see so many families there and a lot of kids who were kind of upset that they didn't get much snow this year. At least we had a few hours of snow before it turned into mud. I just want to remind everyone we have our next budget meeting this Thursday, 7:30 here. We always encourage residents to come participate. We're really excited. As it stands right now, we're at a 0% tax increase on the municipal side, which would make it 6 years in a row. I want to thank our borough manager, our CFO, and all the department heads and borough employees for working so hard, and also our council members for being involved in this process. And also want to remind everyone that we have the Access for All St. Patrick's Day Dance this Friday over at the Community Center. Those are always a lot of fun, and they'll be honoring Sergeant Metzler, who I know everyone mentioned today was his last day on the job. So excited to go see him on Friday, and he's a wonderful dancer, so definitely come over and check it out. Those are my comments. Oh, and just lastly, I just want to thank Lindy and Donna for coming again. It's great to have two women who are just phenomenal role models, and it's always great seeing their names, whether it be in the paper or on Broadway shows. You really make our town proud. Just seeing a Fairlawn resident's name in the paper is always such a cool thing to see. So thank you, and thank you for coming this evening. Okay, we have ordinance on first reading. Ordinance 2648-2023. An ordinance to provide for certain capital improvements in the Borough of Fairlawn and to provide for the receipt, acceptance, and deposit of grant funds therefore from the County of Bergen Division of Community Development roadway improvements of Madeline and Urban Place road improvements, $112,277. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2648, 2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on March 28, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance 2649, 2023, in ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank, NJSA 40A 4-45.14, calendar year 2023. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2649, 2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on March 28, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance 2650, 2023, an ordinance to provide for certain capital improvements in the Borough of Fairlawn and to provide for the receipt, acceptance, and deposit of grant funds therefore from the County of Bergen Open Space, Recreation, Floodplain, Protection, Farmland, and Historic Preservation Trust Fund, and to authorize appropriations of $75,000. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2650, 2023 be passed on introduction, advertised according to law, and that a public hearing be held on March 28, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Just want to add that this is the playground called Etler Park, which is a few blocks that way. Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Ordinance on second reading. Ordinance 2645, 2023. An ordinance to amend Chapter 160, Parks and Recreation Areas, more specifically Section 160-12, Activities and Conduct Prohibited in Beach Areas and in Parks, of the revised general ordinances of the Borough of Fairlawn 2000. May I have a motion to open the time for public comments on ordinance number 2645-2023 only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time is now open for public comments on ordinance 2645, 2023 only. Seeing no one, can I have a motion to close the time for public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The public hearing on ordinance number 2645, 2023 is now closed. May I have a motion that ordinance number 2645, 2023 be adopted on second and final reading and that it be advertised according to law?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Public comments on consent agenda 7-2023 items only. May I have a motion to open the time for public hearing on consent agenda 7-2023?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time is now open for public comments on consent agenda 7-2023 items only.
Good evening. Pamela
Evening.
Coles, 13-34 George Street. Item number 114-2023, the resolution authorizing a grant application and the execution of a grant contract with Bloomberg Philanthropies, Public Art Challenge for Fairlawn Clean River Flow Project. What is that?
Sure. Borough Manager, do you want to give a description of that?
It's being applied through the Arts Council, and it's basically a public art campaign, fully funded through the grant. I believe it's proposing like using recycled aluminum cans to do like small little statues or things of that sort that will resemble the borough in some sort of way, and they'd be placed like by the river, by the bridges that you come over, like Moorlot or Fairlawn Avenue or Maple Avenue.
Okay, thank you. In 119-2023, the resolution authorizing the execution of a memorandum understanding with the Fairlawn Ambulance Corps. What is that?
So as you're aware, the borough does third-party billing
Yes.
for ambulance transport services. What this is just a continued extension of the agreement that the borough has with the volunteer ambulance corps, that they will continue to provide those services but remain a volunteer agency.
Thank you. Because that needed a little clarification. And, okay, the last one that I have is 127, 2023, resolution authorizing the borough to purchase landscape structures for Etler Park from the general recreation under the New Jersey State Cooperative Contract 16-Fleet 00-00130. That is for Etler Park. Didn't we receive donations, a lot of donations for trees about a year ago? Would that be able to be applicable for that?
I know, I don't recall the donation for trees for specifically Etler Park, but I know
Oh,
that,
not for Etler Park, but it was just a large donation of trees to be distributed and planted throughout town.
that was not Etler Park, that was the flag lot park that we purchased on Plaza Road, 615 Plaza Road, which has already been completed.
Yeah, but I thought there was a donation, about a year ago, there was a donation of landscaping and bushes and trees that were being donated to the town.
That's exactly what that was. That was
Yeah.
the donation from the former Sandvik property.
Okay,
The
gotcha.
new developer donated the various trees, bushes, but all of that was installed at the so-called passive park that we purchased at 615 Plaza. Nothing to do with the Etler Park or the Etler
Okay.
Playground.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we had any leftovers. Maybe that could be.
Everything went there.
Okay, super. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing no one, can I please have a motion to close the time for public comment on resolutions by consent?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolutions by consent, 7-2023. Will the municipal clerk please read the resolutions by consent?
Whereas the following resolutions, 109-2023 through 130-2023, having heretofore been placed on this consent agenda, require no discussion, same. Having been previously reviewed by each council member, be and are hereby adopted, ratified, and confirmed in their entirety by the mayor and council of the Borough of Fairlawn.
Can I please have a motion to pass consent agenda 7-2023, resolutions 109-2023 through 130-2023?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus.
Yes.
Mayor Paluso.
Yes. Okay. Number 12, new business. I do have an item for new business. If it's okay with the rest of the council, I would like to see if we can get the council meeting scheduled for March 28th moved to March 21st, a week earlier.
Works for me.
That's fine with me.
That's good there. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Anyone else have any new business?
Yes, Mayor. Right before the meeting, I handed out a resolution 132-2023. This was forwarded to me on behalf of our borough attorney's firm in regards to the tank maintenance. It's required by the local finance board that we adopt this resolution designating a borough representative to be responsible for overseeing the tank maintenance, and will be designating the borough manager to oversee that project.
Okay. With this,
Mayor,
oh,
if
sorry.
I may, I'm sorry.
Yes, Borough Attorney.
The title, I just want to know there's a correction. It's, it should say designated the borough manager to oversee and manage the water tank maintenance and repair contract by and between the borough and Utility Services Co. Inc., not Water Utility Services Co. Inc. And then at the bottom on item 4, therefore, again, it should be Utility Services Co. Inc. So that would be the resolution that should be considered.
Okay, thank you. Everyone okay with that?
Then we just have to do a motion and second.
Yep. So can I have a motion to pass resolution number 132-2023, designating the borough manager to oversee and manage the water tank maintenance and repair contract by and between the borough and the Utility Services Company, Inc.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Roll call.
Oh, roll call?
Councilmember Reinitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstrike.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes. Okay, thank you. Number 13, public comments. Can I please have a motion to open the time for public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The time is now open for public comments.
Hello, everybody. I'm back.
Evening.
So I just wanted to take this time to thank Mayor Paluso for coming to Boy Scout Troop 53's meeting and educating us about public service and helping the community. Thank you for educating this generation of scouts.
Thank you for having me. It's a great event. Until I got that.
Good evening.
Evening.
Thomas Ludlum, 89 Midwood Road, Glen Rock, New Jersey. I come because I'm seeing things in the media about a once-in-a-lifetime event that will happen in Fairlawn regarding explosives to implode a building, the Nabisco building. So I just want to bring one or two things to your attention as a neighbor from Glen Rock. I've heard some citizens in the area, probably maybe in Fairlawn, but in Glen Rock too, about their concerns about his dust and what it may contain. I worked as a lawyer for more than a dozen years defending asbestos cases across the nation and in New Jersey. As part of that, I toured generating stations as site visits during that time, and they seemed immaculate to me, and yet hundreds of thousands of cases came out of those in New Jersey. As we know, on September 11 of 2001, there was an enormous implosion in New York City that had a big pile. The director or commissioner of DEP assured everyone, the former governor of the state, that it was safe. The federal government is now considering $2 billion additional dollars to help people who were exposed to that stuff, who lived in the area, weren't even on site. These are just reasons to me to bring to your attention to please be skeptical about what people tell you about what may happen there. Because if you ever look up implosions on a computer, you'll see that there's a tremendous amount of dust created. The asbestos contained in the things I examined, or when I mentioned these generating stations, it's not like there was loose asbestos around that blew around. It was contained in different hard materials that were used in all sorts of things. It wasn't like it was just loose material. There are maybe safer ways to dismantle a building without having an implosion that creates less dust. Besides which, after the implosion, whatever dust that creates, there will be weeks when they have to move what is now the pile, which creates more dust, which goes into the neighborhood or surrounding communities. My suggestions in that regard are, once again, to be skeptical. But it may be prudent to protect the borough of Fairlawn and its citizens to have an enormously large bond to the benefit of Fairlawn, who's ever doing that, in case there are any claims over against whomever in the future. And it may also be something for you to consider to make sure that whatever other authorities tell them to do, that you have someone, probably borough engineers and other borough attorneys, however, to make sure that every safeguard is there to protect Fairlawn. I'm not here to argue. I just want to bring those things to your attention because it's a once-in-a-lifetime event to have something like go on, to use explosives to implode a building. And there's as much as nice people say, nice things about how it will be safe, and everyone says we got rid of the asbestos. I'm skeptical based upon things that I hear. Even the train wreck in East Palestine, it was allegedly followed the rules that were in effect that were changed by the prior federal administration, which are now being changed back to what they were under the Obama administration, so that doesn't happen. What I'm just saying is I have to ask you to be more skeptical to make sure that you protect everyone.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no, our number one priority has always been the health and safety of all our residents here in
I don't doubt
Fairlawn.
it. I hear that in the way you spoke about all the things you're doing here. I served as a councilman in Glen Rock for a while before, well, some time ago now. So I got it, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming over.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, good evening.
My name is Megan Z. I came from Glen Rock too, but the difference is I live next to the complex, Iris Circle. My house is
I'm sorry, if you can just state your address too for our municipal clerk.
44 Iris Circle, Glen
Thank you.
Rock. So literally my house is within that 200 feet to the tower. And for me, every day right now, I wake up with the shaking house, loud noise. I work from home 3 days a week. Literally, my computer monitor shakes. It's like sometimes feel like earthquake. I'm not complaining about that. I understand the demolishing. What I'm here is have the same concern as this gentleman implosion. It's really not that safe. I hope you guys can consider another way. I understand it may be more save money or quicker to take down the building, but it's not safe. We are literally next to it. Right now, with the dust is already covering our cars if we park in the driveway, and everybody's house has that attic little window. My window is facing the building. When they do an implosion, how could they make sure those things in the building, the dust, the asbestos won't get into my attic, won't go to the air pipe, get into my house? So if you guys or a construction company is really going to do an implosion, what's the action plan to protect us? I understand they send somebody inspected our house. That's only for the house. For human, for people like us, what's the action plan to take care of us? Will we be evacuated? Then where do we go? How soon can we come back home? And how could we make sure the air is safe for us to come back home? We have infant in our complex. We have toddler playing outside every day. We have our neighbor has a disabled elders. What do we do? And this, I did research my kids and asked their science teacher. Everybody says asbestos, once they get into your lung, there's no treatment. Yes, you might not feel it right away, but in 10, 20 years, what do you do? I really hope you guys can reconsider this implosion.
Well, just to be clear, this is not something the council votes on. How the building comes down is not something that comes to our table. This is something that's discussed between the building department, the developer, and also states involved because of the number of other issues that you just mentioned. So I would definitely recommend speaking to our building department, the developer, the state. But here, we don't vote on that kind of stuff.
But it's kind of the Fairlawn property. I would appreciate if
It's
you guys
it's
can
private property. So even if this was,
voice.
if you were at a scenario, well, if this was in Glen Rock, the Glen Rock Council wouldn't vote on how the building came down.
But do you guys get a chance to talk to you were saying health department or which department?
The building department? The building department?
Developing department?
Oh, yeah. So how our form of government works is the borough manager is kind of like the CEO. We're kind of like, the way I like to explain is we're kind of like a board. So it's more like long-term planning, and then issues like day-to-day that people might have, we then direct it to the borough manager. So if the borough manager provides us with reports from the building department of kind of next steps at times with different developments.
Okay, I will reach out to them
But,
too.
yeah, just to be clear, we do not have the authority to direct the building department. We direct the borough manager about what we want long-term for the borough, but those day-to-day, these decisions about individual projects, that's not something that's within the council's purview to tell the building department how to handle it. So, you know,
Do they have meetings, public hearings, things like that?
Well, I know a number of residents from Glen Rock have contacted my office and also the building department, which I direct them through the borough manager. And the building department has provided a number of things. I know there was a document that was sent directly to Glen Rock regarding the process and some steps. So I would definitely check out the Glen Rock website. I think it's actually up on the Glen Rock website because I spoke to your mayor, Mayor Moreko, who just asked for some more information, and I believe the building department has provided that.
See, that's the thing. We went to there, then they were told us to come to Fairlawn council meeting. So it's kind of limbo here
The Glenrock Council told you to come to our council meeting?
because we were quite upset, and more people came to there, voiced out our concern. So we were told to voice out in Fairlawn too.
Yeah, there's really nothing we can do. Like I said, the building department's really the department you want to talk to, and they'll provide the information of the steps they're taking and all that stuff.
I wish they can talk to us.
If you contact them, I know there's a number of residents who have emailed and called them, and they've responded.
Okay, thank you for the info.
You're welcome.
Pamela Coles, 13-34 George Street. Just listening to that, that's huge. Quality of life, the air that you breathe, that's really huge. What that woman had just, created for you, and where she's going back and forth between Fairlawn and Glenrock residences, or council meetings. That really needs to be addressed, and I don't know with whom or how or where or why. We know the why, but that really needs to be addressed fast before it comes down. The asbestos that's in the tile, regular ordinary tile that was used on the floors, that they didn't know about. So just that really needs to be before it implodes and dust goes all over the place.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Ms. Coles, but it's already up on Glenrock's website. There's a fact sheet about Nabisco demolition with an update made as of February 24th, 2023. So it looks like it's going to be constantly updated as more information comes with the process.
With the process, and does it address the asbestos and any?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think this is the thing is that, as I mentioned, we've been in communication with the Borough of Glenrock. We provide the information. I think our building department has gone above and beyond getting the information and providing all this information, so it is there.
Yeah, maybe they can create a meeting with the developer, so somehow. Would be really great to see the process, to hear the process, because we are all in the dark of how it's.
I would not categorize as anyone in the dark. I mean, it's literally on their website.
Mm-hmm. It's on on whose website?
Fairlawn's website.
Fairlawn's
And
website?
Glenrock's website.
And Glenrock's website.
So no one has been in the dark. We've had anyone who reaches out to my office or any office in this borough hall has been responded to. So I don't want any rumors being that anyone's in the dark.
I completely
Just
understand
gotta
that.
be careful. We choose our language
Yes.
sometimes.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
Okay. Thank you.
My son was in an accident in the corner of River Road and Fairlawn Avenue with a ShopRite truck that was in the left-hand turning lane only, and the truck made a right-hand turn, crossed over the lane. And I know that corner is dangerous. We have numerous accidents, and just because it's my son doesn't mean it means something. And yet there are lots of people that have been in accidents at that corner. I was curious and wondering, because the left-hand lane or the right-hand lane doesn't have, if you're going north to south, if you can push back the turning lane to make a right-hand turn. So when you're making, hold on for a second, when you're making a left-hand turn onto Fairlawn Avenue, if you could push back that one lane on River Road over by the new smoke shop, if that wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah. Well,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I hope your son's okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, they were shaken up quite a bit, with
Okay.
the 18-wheeler.
I know I was on the call this afternoon with the county regarding Moore Lot, just with speeding. There's been some persistent speeding on that street, and the county's looking at different enforcement in that area. I could share with them this intersection and see if they can make some changes. As you know, River Road and Fairlawn Ave are both county roads,
County roads, yes.
so we would have to work with the county on that.
Yeah, you know how, River Road, when you make a left-hand turn, if you are going westbound, it's pushed back just enough so a tractor-trailer can make that turn onto Fairlawn Avenue. Where on River Road, it's neither of them are pushbacks. They're not pushback. So I was just wondering if that would alleviate some of the problem as well.
Yeah, that's a great suggestion, and we'll definitely look into that.
It was a thought. I saw the video and it's like very surprised that. I was shocked at how hard the truck hit him. It's 18-wheeler, so of course it's going to get hit hard. The last thing that I have is I know that there's a $50,000 study for the Chase Bank over here on River Road. River Road, and
I think we authorized $11,000 for the planner to do a study on the redevelopment from that.
was it 11,000?
I think that's what we authorized in the last meeting. For the Chase, to determine if it should be declared an area in need of redevelopment.
Up to $11,000? Okay,
Yeah, not
my
$50,000.
misunderstanding. Has anything, I was just curious because when do you plan on doing this study, real quick?
Well, the planners will be doing that study, and I don't know what the schedule is on that.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, anyone else? Seeing no one, can I please have a motion to close the time for public comment?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. The time is now closed for public comments. Okay. Executive closed session, Resolution 131-2023. Will the municipal clerk please read executive closed session resolution?
Whereas NJSA 10412B allows a public body to enter into a closed session during a public meeting, and whereas upon conclusion of the closed session, the Borough Council will return to open public session, and whereas the Borough of Fairlawn has deemed it necessary to enter into closed session, excluding the public to discuss matters that are exempt from disclosure for the matters of A, collective bargaining agreement, B, pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation, and 3, personnel matters pursuant to NJSA 10412B8. Now therefore be resolved that the Borough Council should now enter into closed session, and that the discussion may be made public when disclosure will not detrimentally affect any right, interest, or duty of the borough.
Can I please have a motion to go into executive session to discuss matter exempt from public as duly noticed by resolution number 131-2023?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Reinitz?
Yes.
Councilmember Rottenstreich?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Catrone?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Kraus?
Yes.
Mayor Paluso?
Yes.